Give yourself a round of applause, babe. Because guess what you did? You stripped away all of your uniqueness. Yeah, that little thing that gives you that je ne sais quoi about yourself, you let it go. Congratulations. You probably saw something, came across a video, came across the short, TikTok, whatever, that was inspirational to you in some kind of way. But rather than dissecting the information that you needed and pulling just the small qualities away that you needed to be able to apply to your everyday routine, you went into your internal keyboard, babe, and you hit Command A, Command C, or if you're working on a Windows or Microsoft laptop, you're hitting the Control A and the Control C. You are a copy. But guess what though? You are not alone. I myself am on this journey as well. I'm not pointing the finger here. I'm pointing it at you and you're pointing it back at me, and that's okay because that's why we are doing this video. I have made a lot of copies of myself that I want to get rid of. And actually, hindsight, sitting back thinking about it, this is the very culprit behind stunted personal growth. So if you've ever felt like you've done everything by the rule book, you've done everything play by play, moment by moment, and everything just seems like it's not working out for you, that's because you are using strategies and tactics that belong to somebody else. You copied their tactics that worked for them. You copied their strategies, but that will not work for you because that is not your journey and that is not your story. It's time to get back to having personal growth that actually matters to you and not to anybody else. We're done seeking for the validation. We're done being clones. We are actually getting back to being in our own personal journey where we can grow and we can do the things that we've always wanted to without the pressures of outside society. So my name is Tony, if you have not been here before, and I am going to give you just a little bit of context behind why this conversation is happening. Here recently, God has been putting a lot of things on my heart, things that I just simply cannot ignore anymore. I tried doing it a different way, but no, he says, no, you got to do this my way. And you got to go with the process of it all, no matter how ugly it gets, no matter whether you have the triumph moments or the deep, dark moments. You got to go through all of it. So I have been struggling, you guys. I have been struggling with social media recently, and I feel as though this is one of the reasons why I've been having so many things placed on my heart. As you guys know, Instagram right now is pushing the 3 to 5 second reels. Now, this is my personal opinion, so to each his own. If you have been doing this process and it has worked for you, by all means keep doing what you're doing. I don't really like the 3 to 5 second videos that they're pushing. I feel like we've gotten to a place where now we consume content so much that we can't even spend 60 seconds on a video anymore. So as you guys can tell, I have a bigger personality. I really enjoy being on camera. I really enjoy making the connections. So I struggle with these 3 to 5 second videos. Well, that's what was getting pushed, right? I have to try to keep up with what's going on, keep on copying everything that else, everything else that's out there, because that's exactly what trends are. We just copy, copy, copy. I cannot tell you guys how many reels I've come across with literally the same exact text from somebody else's video. So, like I said, struggling with this right now. Anyway, I like to be able to place my videos on my feed that have actual talking moments. Like I said, I'm very heavily about building the connections. So here recently, I've been noticing that my Instagram is not doing anything. Like, I don't know what's going on with this algorithm thing right now, but it's like I'll post my regular talking videos because I'm like, I want to still do that, but then I'll post the 3 to 5 second videos and now those are not getting pushed either. So I'm giving you guys all of this context to basically say, I had to come to a point where I said, you know what? Are you going to continue copying everything that you see, trying to follow the same path as everybody else? Or are you going to do what God originally placed on your heart, show up, make the connections, take the longer route if need be, just so you can stay authentic and true to yourself? And as you see by the title of the video, y'all already know which route I took. With all that being said, that is the understanding that I began to gain about living in this copy-paste era. You guys, we have the choice on what kind of impact we want to make. All of us have voices, right? all of social media is used for that purpose. We have the platforms to show up with our own voice, but it's up to you to actually show up and make the impact that is most important to you. So really and truly, it really comes down to, do you A, want to be an original, or B, do you want to be another carbon copy that shows up in the world and takes the same process and talks about the same things as everybody else? As we sit back and start recognizing these impacts that we make, it really makes us reflect on, again, how we're showing up and how in both our personal and our professional lives that this can really have a negative impact if you choose to create copies of everything that has been done. So I'll give you guys a little bit of an example. We are definitely in the lifestyle era, right? Everybody is a lifestyle content creator. We're just doing our everyday regular routines and we're calling it lifestyle content because pretty much that's what it is. But let's get to a specific topic. I feel like a lot of the girlies like the luxury aesthetic. I like the luxury aesthetic, I'm not gonna lie. I like the very clean makeup, which is why my makeup has changed a lot here recently. I don't go in real heavy anymore. I don't wear false lashes anymore unless I'm going to an event or something like that. But I have been a mascara girl here recently and I'm loving every bit of it. I like changing up my style. Like, I'm starting to really get an understanding of how I want my style to look. So I'm giving you guys all of that to set this up for this. You want to be the luxury babe, right? But you're trying to live luxury girl life that somebody else can live that has 3 times your salary. You don't make that salary. So why are you making choices in your life that are going to give you depression, give you anxiety, stress you out because you're doing things that are not comparable to where you are in life? So rather than trying to focus on being a luxury girl just like them and trying to replicate everything that they're doing, why don't you try to figure out, okay, well, I can do affordable luxury babe for $100 or less. You can build a whole community out of that. There are a lot of girls who want to do the luxury life or live the luxury aesthetic, but maybe you can start teaching people how to do it at an affordable price. So like I said, you have to start realizing that you have to dissect what it is that you're watching and what you're influenced by. I have been influenced a lot, and I will give you that example in just a second with my professional career. But I just want you guys to understand, you have to dissect everything that you're watching. You don't want to replicate and copy everything that you see because it can be detrimental to you. That person is set, they're financially stable, they're living their life, and you're somebody that's not in that position, but you're going to bankrupt yourself almost trying to be, you know, trying to live a life like them, and you just can't afford that. This really is no different from like self-inflicting pain, you guys. When we think about this, think of all of the mental anguish we give ourselves. Think about the depression that can possibly pop up because we're doing things that just don't align with where we are in life. I will never forget my dad telling me this years ago. He said, it does not cost a lot of money to live. And when you sit and think about it, it absolutely, here I go, tongue tied. It absolutely does not take a lot of money to live. What happens is we start seeing these people and wishing we had their lives and wishing we could do everything that they do. And then we start creating these habits that get us in debt, that stress us out, and then that potentially have us working 60, 70-hour weeks just so we can keep up with the debt that we've created. So stop doing the self-inflicting pain. We don't need that. Like I said, just figure out ways that are going to work for you. So I told you guys I wanted to talk about professional growth on top of that. If you hear my kids screaming, I'm so sorry. They know I'm trying to do my YouTube thing. I don't know why they're being so loud. But anyway, I experienced the firsthand negative effects of allowing a negative impact from all of this. Like with my professional career, I'll pop some pictures up on the screen. As you guys know, I started this channel as a beauty channel. I like hair, obviously, like doing my hair. I love the makeup thing. I love style. I wanted to do that, or at least I thought I did. Then there came a time where I was like, you know, I really want to start talking more. I really want to start getting into a lot of like the self-help talks. And let's be clear, with the self-help talks, a lot of that is now spiritually driven for me. Like when I'm talking about self-help, I'm talking about how the help that I've had comes from my spiritual walk. But I do enjoy the topics. I do enjoy listening to other people's perspectives about what they're experiencing, because all of us can learn from somebody who maybe is going through something. Maybe we've gone through something and we've overcame it. Now we can talk about it because maybe somebody else is going through that. So I really wanted to start getting into a lot of those self-help type talks, you know, really leveling up your life, changing your life as a woman, like really detailed. So I started doing those topics. I started seeing numbers. I started seeing my videos performing very well. And then what did I do? I stunted my professional growth. And I know you're probably thinking, well, how did you do that? Well, like I said, I started off my channel as a beauty channel. When those videos started performing well, I kind of was like, well, I don't want people to think that I'm just self-help. I really want to make my beauty thing the topic or the basis of my channel. So I stopped doing those conversations, and then my views took a plummet. So here's the thing, you guys. I came up with this story in my head that I told myself that I wanted to reach the audiences of all of the other beauty girls. I'm a beauty girl. I do the same thing that they do. Surely I can reach their audiences. Do you see now why it's so important not to copy somebody else's journey? Maybe it was never meant for my journey to be a full-blown beauty channel. Maybe it was for me to branch off and do other topics, because all along I felt like God was telling me, you need to use your voice. You need to talk more. You need to really, step out of your comfort zone. And I wasn't ready to do that. I wanted to be like these other beauty girls that I saw. I wanted to live that luxury life. I wanted everybody to know me for makeup, or know me for hair, or know me for personal style and changing up your style. So I stunted my own growth trying to copy somebody else's journey. So like I said, you guys, you have to shake this off of you. It is going to stunt your growth, both, like I said, personally and professionally, if you don't get a hold of it. That is exactly why, if you look on my channel now, the most recent videos that I post are strictly get ready with me chit chats. I have combined a way to do the makeup part, but I've also combined a way to be able to cover whatever it is that I want to talk about. There's no limitations. And I was putting limitations on myself when I started trying to follow somebody else's journey. You honestly might as well kiss your creativity goodbye if you are going to continue down this road of copying everything that's already out there, because you'll never be able to show who you really are. Nobody will ever get to experience your awesomeness, your quirks, your goofiness, your silliness. Nobody will ever get to truly experience that with you, because you're not showing that. You're showing this copied version of everything that you've been taking from social media that's already out there, and that's the version that you're giving them. That's not who you are. Like right now, this is me 100%. Like, and I've always showed myself authentically, but I don't feel like I've shown myself as authentically as I have been over the last couple of months. Like, I really want to just show who I am. I don't need to show a copied version. I don't want to show a copied version, because again, I don't want my creativity to continue to be stripped. Goes back to what I was saying about Instagram. I feel like my creativity is being stripped away by constantly posting these 3 to 5 second videos. Honestly, and this is no shade to anybody else. Like I said, if you do the 3 to 5 second videos, continue to do that if that works for you. But I can guarantee that a lot of the people that are blowing up off of those 3 to 5 second videos probably could not entertain or hold somebody's attention for more than 30 seconds if they were to show up and do talking videos. So we have to look at what is out there. Embracing your authenticity and your originality is just really the key. I know it's kind of cliche to say. A lot of people say that, like, oh, you know, just be your authentic self. But you guys, it is something special to actually show up and be your authentic self. You don't have to hide who you are. You don't have to pretend to be somebody that you're not. You don't have to pretend to like certain things that you know you don't care for. You get to show up and just be like, here I am. This is me. This is what you're gonna get. If you don't like it, go find somebody else to watch. There's a lot of value that you could be giving yourself right now. Honestly, and this is kind of the mindset that I'm adapting as well. My channel hasn't blown up to big numbers. That's fine. I can still show up and I can practice as if I do have that larger audience. So how do you practice? This is your time right now to really figure out that impact that you're trying to make and really begin to make those shifts on your channel right now before you have that larger audience. Because here's the thing, when you have those larger audiences and they watch you for one thing, if you begin to transition to something else, your numbers are not going to be the same. So you really have a golden opportunity right now to figure out how you want to show up. That way you can build on those videos, and then when people do come to you and they see you for all of your awesomeness and who you are and your quirks and your silliness, like I was saying, they'll be able to say, oh, well, she has all of these videos, all of this content that, you know, is specific to these topics. They will binge watch you. And we all know once somebody starts binge watching you, YouTube will push your videos everywhere. So start looking at the value that is within this time frame that you have right now to change the way you think and change that impact that you're trying to make with the community that you're trying to build. This is your time to continue learning as well. I really want to get better about my editing. I would love to get better about my editing. So I want to spend this time to put focus on that rather than putting all of my focus on short form content. Yes, it helps to grow you as a content creator, but quite honestly, you guys, pick and choose. Don't stress yourself out trying to show up to every single platform and all that. It's not worth the mental anguish, okay? Your mental health through this process is first and foremost priority over everything else. So just pick and choose what you can show up for. If you can show up to Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube every day or whatever, by all means do it. But like I said, during that process, just really begin to fine tune and like hone in on what it is that you're trying to show up and do. What is your message? Okay, what is your message? Not the copies that you have created, but what is your message and how is it that you want to show up and again, make that impact into the world. So I'm gonna leave you with this, you guys. I know it's hard not to copy things that have already been done. Like I said, I did it myself. I'm not pointing any fingers here. I literally have done everything that I literally just told you guys in this video. I've done it all. I've tried to copy other people's, you know, now let me say this. I have not ever copied somebody's title word for word. I've never done that. And I've never copied somebody's content. That I've never done. I'm talking about talking about the same things and posting kind of similar things, similar videos. Like, we get tired of seeing the same thing. I don't know about anybody else, but I am so tired of seeing the same videos over and over and over. It gets annoying. So, like I said, it's hard not to do it when you see it working so well for everybody else. But again, you guys, this is your personal journey. I don't want to look up years later and say that my story was written because I copied somebody else's journal. I want all of my diary entries to be 100% my own life experiences. And I feel like everybody should want that for themselves. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I don't know how long it was or, you know, anything like that. I try to keep it short and sweet. I was over here with my notes over here. But anyway, like I said, I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below, you guys. I really want some feedback. If you guys enjoy videos like this a little bit more than the get ready with me, just keeping all of the attention onto the conversation, let me know. Because if this is what you guys want to see, if this is the style that you're feeling, I will 100% show up and do these videos. Now, I have to tell you, I'm still gonna throw in my style videos, and I'm always gonna show up glammed because I am a glam girl and I just enjoy it for myself to be able to dress up and feel my best. But like I said, if you guys enjoy like content like this, videos like this, where we're really just honing in on the conversation, we're keeping it relaxed, we don't have makeup flying all over the place and getting all distracting, I will do it. So like I said, let me know. Also comment down below, tell me what you guys think of the conversation, and really get interactive with other comments, you guys. Sometimes I feel like the comment section is better than the video because you really do get a chance to see other people's perspectives on what they have going on, how they, you know, feel as far as what is going on in the world and all that good stuff. So make sure you comment down below. But that is going to be all. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button below, baby. And also make sure that you are hitting that notification bell as well, so you can see when the videos are going up on my channel. Until next time, love. Bye.